This is audience. Cool. Okay.
There's a fairly high chance that you have already had artificial color, flavor, or sweetener this morning in your breakfast. Whether in your cereal or your milk or the donuts you had. Artificial additives can cause health problems, especially in young children. I also understand the problems that artificial additives can cause because when I consume artificial additives, I get migraines, whether it be artificial color, flavor, or sweetener. So I'll expand some more on artificial color, flavor, and sweeteners. Artificial color is probably one of the most common concerns when it comes to artificial additives. What is artificial food dye? Well, according to Everyday Health, artificial food dye is a term given to color that refers to petroleum-based chemicals that do not occur in nature, which, in case you didn't know, petroleum comes out of an oil well. The FDA, Food and Drug Administration, has already banned certain artificial dyes according to Everyday Health. In 1990, the FDA banned the use of red dye 3 in cosmetics and topical medicines over concerns that the color caused cancer in lab rats. But this ban didn't apply to most foods, including candies and confections, which still contain red dye 3. It should have been applied to the food too, says Michael Hansen, a PhD, a senior scientist for advocacy at Consumer Reports. Side effects of food coloring are linked to hyperactivity, especially present in young children. According to the Center for Science in the Public Interest, with numerous studies showing the connection between food dyes and hyperactivity, many experts convinced of the harm consuming food dyes sparingly is not a bad idea. Now that I've talked about some of the dangers of artificial food dye, let's talk about artificial food coloring and sweeteners. Artificial flavors are made out of chemical change used to produce the same flavors that they would be naturally occurring. However, they use a petroleum base, which again comes from an oil well. As well as artificial sweeteners, they are produced similarly. Artificial flavors and sweeteners also do a good job of lying to your body and brain. From Harvard Health, it's also possible that these products change the way we taste food. Non-nutritive sweeteners are far more potent than table sugar, high fructose corn syrup. A minuscule amount precedes a sweet taste comparable to that of sugar. Without comparable calories, overstimulation of sugar receptors from frequent use of these hyper-intense sweeteners may limit tolerance for more complex taste, explains Dr. Ludwig. Basically, that means people who routinely use artificial sweeteners may start to find less intensely sweet foods, such as fruit, less appealing, and unsweet foods, such as vegetable, downright unacceptable. Now, you know that artificial additives are not the best for you. Let's talk about some better alternatives. Natural flavors and sweeteners. Besides these being good for your health, they also benefit your body. With artificial flavors, your body didn't have the nutrients from that, but with natural flavors, like eating an apple rather than having apple food dye, your body can get more nutrients. As well, artificial color comes from, most of the time, artificial color comes from a petroleum-based product, but natural color can come from vegetable juice, but you might think that having natural color versus artificial flavor is more expensive. But the reality is, it's not. Manufacturers like to use artificial as a quick substance alternative. However, in Europe, most products can't be artificial color because they have banned it, and it's actually cheaper once everybody starts producing it that way. Yes, that artificial additives are better and they provide your body nutrients from what you eat. Some alternatives to artificial sweeteners is sugar. Now, you may not like sugar, but there are other plant-based alternatives to artificial sweeteners that are actually better. There is erythritol, which is a sugar from a plant. Monk fruit is often used in sweeteners, often in fruit-flavored drinks because it has a fruit flavor to it. Stevia is often found in a powder, and it is also more commonly found in little packets that you would find at a restaurant. Xylitol is another sweetener. This one you may know that dogs can't have, but it is also known for helping to clean your teeth. And sorbitol. Sorbitol is another alcohol-based sugar that is a great alternative to artificial sweeteners. Now, we have talked about artificial color, artificial flavor, and artificial sweetener, and the dangerous effects they can have on your health. So I hope that when you buy something from the store, you consider the artificial additives in the product. And I encourage the FDA to ban artificial additives and use better alternatives in food products. So remember, there are always healthy and safer alternatives to artificial additives.